What's going on, everybody? It's my first Zoom interview. I'm here with King Zappy, Bob Menery. I'm a huge fan of his. I mean, Bob has been one of the funniest influencers since I was in high school. And this is a pretty big deal for me. First question, Bob, how'd you get started with what you're doing with the voiceovers, interviews, the whole thing? Give it to us real quick, and then I got some more stuff.
I mean, I don't fucking know. I just did funny voices and fucking put it on the internet.
Yeah.
Basically, that was it. Did funny voices and used to run around and fucking do commentator voices when I went out in public and transferred it over to the internet and then just fucking that's that.
Did it come from like a love of sports or just making people laugh?
Came from just I think I just started talking in a way that I knew sounded funny, and so that was it. Just kind of making people laugh because there would always be a comedic element behind it. There
Right,
would always be a comedic element behind my
right.
little voice shit.
So to me, you were the best element of the Full Send podcast. Obviously, a lot of people know, what's going on with that. You were just broke records with the new episode you just did with Dana. I know a lot of people, have a lot to say about it, but me personally, I think it's a million times better with you in it. So can you tell us a little bit about, are you going to be on the show permanently?
I think Tuesday I'm going to film with them.
Yeah.
Again, Tuesday I'll be going down to Miami. Kyle called me and was like, let's go. I mean, look at the way it's going to work is, we have a podcast launching with Monkey Tilt, and we're going to also
Yeah.
do Full Send a little bit here and there. And then, I mean, basically that's that. We're going to hopefully try and, just produce some quality content. I do think it's better with me. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's better. I mean, that's what I do for a living. I'm very good at what I do, and you can say whatever you want about me. But at the end of the day, I mean, the numbers don't lie. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
No, I'm fucking with you. No, the numbers were that good because Dana White went so crazy, and that's why the show was so good.
But he loves you so much, and you see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dana and I
Yeah.
talk daily. We talk daily to each other. I mean, he's a great fucking dude, man. He's a straight shooter.
Yeah. So how did you, build a relationship with Dana, and how long ago?
It was probably a while ago, probably like right before I even got in business with Nelk. And I think that he just thought my videos were funny and then saw me growing and just fucking, I started chatting on the thing. And then I think one of the first times I saw him, I think, was around the Abu Dhabi time, which was I've told that story too many times, but yeah, same way I meet a lot of these guys is like, people communicate with people that have high followings, and like if you have 120 people that follow you, it's a lot harder to get in touch with somebody that's fucking, if you have like 5 million people, because you probably offer more value. So people have a tendency to respond. I was a big UFC fan. And that's basically that. I mean, then we just hit it off because, both got a little degen in us, I think.
Yeah. I got to give you a little credit also that OJ Simpson, you scared him away. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. Like, I don't know how the fuck you scare OJ away.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously we wanted that one badly.
Right.
It's funny. OJ's guy came up to me after.
Really?
And I'm not bragging about this. OJ's guy came to me and he said, by the way, he only wanted to do the interview because of you. And I said, oh, really? And I said, oh, that is all right. And I said, I don't know if it's a win, I don't know if it's a loss. I don't know. I'll just leave it be.
When they brought that up on the podcast, like, what did you feel? Like, you burned Kyle. It was hilarious. I love Kyle. I love Nelk. But how did you feel in that moment?
It was just go mode. It was just,
It was
you
go
gotta
mode.
try it. You're getting beat left and right. You got to fire some fucking quick
100%.
jabs and throw a haymaker in there once in a while. You know 100%. What I mean? So it's yeah. I mean, they definitely came at me. I mean, Dana was Kyle's little security blanket there. So
Yeah.
Kyle ain't beating me in a room. I'll tell you that much.
You've been hanging in Vegas a lot. You've been hanging with Steve Will Do It a lot. Vitali. I mean, what has it been like moving to Vegas? I know you've been hopping around these past few months, especially because the Sheik's there. Fuck that girl. We could talk about cheaters after. But what has it been like moving to Vegas?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's not real life. So
Right.
there's no real life here. It's fake. There's a lot of opportunity here if you can kind of keep your shit together, which I've done pretty well at. And then occasional slip ups where you go a little wild. And, that happened last night, actually. So, I mean, yeah, it's interesting. There's just a lot going on, man, all the time. I mean, cool thing is I get bored easily. And like sometimes like don't know what to do. And then if I'm quiet in a room and shit, I'm like, oh fuck, I freak out. So the cool thing is you can just walk downstairs and go right to a casino and just not gamble, but
100%.
just have a drink and you know, everybody's always pretty much happy somewhat in Vegas because they're here for, you know, vacation or whatever. When they're leaving, they're not happy. But at the
Right,
end of the day, it's usually good vibes being here.
right. How are the girls in Vegas?
I've been on a tear.
You've been on a tear every night kind of thing?
I mean, yeah, after I get a relationship, like I'm like fucking, I wasted 2.5 years. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna go ape shit. And I
Yeah,
let the girls know. I let the girls know that in a sense. I'm like, I'm not fucking with anybody. I'm just
right.
going to get this shit. You know, like but it is. You know, you got to be careful. There's a lot of working girls out in Vegas, so like you don't want to really. You know, I think the hooker phase for me is probably over from back in the day. You know.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to Vegas for 3 days, and ever since I left, I'm like, I just want to go back.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, come on anytime.
Thank you.
We got a good we got a good got a good crew out here. We're mostly working. We shoot our podcast
Right.
out of the place here, and we spend a lot of time at Red Rock because Summerlin is on the other side of town. That's where all those guys play, Dana and them. And then you have the Strip. So the Strip is a lot more active and dangerous to live in the sense
Yeah.
of just like with Red Rock is more reserved and quiet, and that's why those guys go there.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. So give
Mm.
us a little bit of your feelings on cheaters, because I, completely unrelated to your situation, have seen like a major pattern in these girls cheating. They want the wrong thing. They're always looking for the next best thing. So what do you have to say about that?
I mean, I think everybody's probably cheated maybe in their life. I mean, I know I have. I think there's just different levels to that.
Right.
You know, you make a mistake, you learn your lesson maybe, and you're good. But to do it on a consistent basis, and when somebody really cared about you and really did a lot for you and had your back, and you do some of the things you did at the most ruthless level possible. I mean, I just don't fuck with you, and you
Yeah.
become an enemy, and I just don't. You know, and everybody's like, oh, it's probably like it looks bad because I'm. You know, yeah, I got to tone that shit down. I just get angry sometimes. That's it. It's going away though a little bit, but
You know, it
definitely,
makes me
definitely.
laugh. I could be in the worst mood ever, and you could change my whole day around.
Like when I have to say, like it must be interesting to see from the outside looking in when I just go off in my
I
head.
texted my group chat. I'm like, do you guys see what Menery's talking about right now? It's
I
like
just go nuts. I mean, obviously, I need definitely, like Dana said, there is some mental issues up there, but like at the end of the day, like
everyone's got it.
I try and pour it all out, whatever I'm feeling at the time. That's why, because I don't want to always show consistency, like and
Right.
I think my stuff's a lot more interesting than the fucking other people are just putting up promotions for fucking. I do real raw life shit.
Right. And you were saying the OJ thing was GOAT mode. The real GOAT mode was when you posted the video of her in the car. That was like the funniest fucking thing ever.
That was pretty funny, and that
It's
was a
fucked
really
up
dark
to
time.
you.
Yeah, that was a very dark time. That was. I don't want to even go back there.
Yeah.
That was scary. I mean,
Right.
that was a mental fucking mind warp. I mean, that bitch fucked my head up, and it's like and there was not just because some bitch cheated. Like, no, I can handle that, but at the end of the day, it was other things that were involved, and it
Right.
was like just that drove me through a roof from head. Like, there was a lot of traumatic shit that went. Like, I had really bad 2 years because of it, and I did everything I could to make it work. You know, I just didn't. I mean, just I guess it was just a bad fucking egg.
Yeah.
That's it.
Happens. You live and you learn. And now you're on the monkey tilt. So let's talk positive. Tell us what we got going on with monkey tilt, because I've been following since you started posting it, and I'm very interested here.
International casino, and then inside the U.S. we have the prize picks, basically exact
Right.
replica, but in a better way. Site runs smoother, sites better design, better people behind it than prize picks. So we are rocking and rolling. We just launched actually yesterday.
So the podcast thing, you said you're doing the podcast for them. Is it going to be like more so like the Ripper Magoo kind of thing, like your brand, or you're going to be doing it like a Monkey Tail podcast, but you're going to be the host?
I'll be the host of it, one-on-one, throw some people in. I mean, there's never really structure, which I could get
Right.
better at, but my partners here like need structure when you're dealing with like a casino. So like I gotta kind of be on my game. That's why part of my deal was moving to Vegas,
Right.
and being out here for a certain amount of time because that's where these guys are. I don't even have to live in Vegas. I just thought of that. I don't even fucking have to live here. I'm like, what? I don't. That's
But
interesting.
honestly, like for what you do, it's like it seems like the central spot right now. Like you see all these streamers, like they hang out there every weekend. The casinos are flying them out. They put them in the sickest rooms. It's like you're living in your own house in the middle of the casino.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a dangerous world. Sports gambling is legal and across different states. It's gonna be very bad because a lot of people probably have some addictions and problems, and they
Yeah,
should fucking not gamble. Like you're not gonna really win gambling. You're not
right.
gonna win. So
Not legal in California yet, right?
it depends. There's a lot. I'm not gonna speak on legal
Yeah,
stuff because that's not my area. I mean,
right.
that's up to other people that are smarter than me. But mostly for the most part, I'll probably be popping out of the country a little bit and doing some stuff in the countries that's legal in. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing. Spend a lot of time.
Okay,
I'm bringing Vancouver and Canada and different
awesome,
places.
awesome.
I'm gonna switch locations and keep walking over here and keep talking.
Yeah, yeah. The most impressive thing you've done since moving to Vegas was recoup that $1 million for Steve and a dad. I do not think I know one person who also could have done that. So what
Yeah.
was that like mode? Like, did you just not go to sleep until you got the million?
Yeah, I just took an Adderall and then I fucking just went nuts and just called a bunch of people I knew. Called a bunch of people I knew were spending that had money and were like, hey, you got the stream is huge. Steve just lost $1 million. Your company can come in and save the day. And I just started putting shit out there. I got a lot of bites. I actually had 2 offers in 24 hours for Steve to save money. And
Really?
yeah, yeah. But I got him 2.5 million. Don't forget about that. And so I got 1.5 million in options. So it actually could end up being more than
It's insane.
2.5 million.
I would love to see like a show of you and Steve. Like that'd be the funniest thing ever.
I think we're getting closer to that in a
I hope
sense.
so.
Now that the Nelk relationship is kind of bonded back together,
Right.
I am. Hold on, hot girl just DM'd me.
There you go. I wish. Wait, let me check my phone. Dry. Not right now. But I'm going to Miami tomorrow, so we're gonna be lit.
I'm going Tuesday. I'm going Tuesday.
I
How
know,
long
I
are you in
know.
Miami for?
I'm staying till Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know yet. I didn't book a return flight.
Well, maybe you can come to the full send shoot. We're
That'd be
shooting Miami.
unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah. You're a respectful kid. You've been fucking me for a while. I'll take you as my
Thank
guest.
you. Thank you. And I actually that would be unbelievable. I really appreciate it.
I got you. I'll do that for you.
Thank you. All right, so I guess I'll see you Tuesday.
I'll see you Tuesday. Let's end it like that. You're a good man. I'll see you
Amazing.
Tuesday.
You're a great man. I appreciate you,
You
Bob.
gotta reach out. You gotta reach out to me through you have my cell phone?
Yeah, I have your cell phone.
All right.
Amazing.
Reach out to me. You're
Yeah.
a man. See you, buddy.
Thank you, Bob. Peace.